Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. So Michael comes in this morning and says, "Babe, something came for you." I'm like, "What is it?" And he hands me this. It is my author copy of The Southern Education of a Jersey Girl. And I can't believe all my words are here. I just cannot believe it. It is more than my heart can take. If you love Jersey Belle, you will love this book. If you love Coffee Talk, you will love this book. If you want to know how I got saved, or why Michael took 9 months to kiss me, or how it all happened, or how I met the Bells, or whatever, it's all in this book, and it's so funny and real and heartfelt, and I've never been more proud of anything. So I hope that you will pre-order this book. And I hope to see you guys at the signings in Birmingham and in New Jersey and in Georgia. I'll put all the information up later, but I can't believe it. It's here. I can't believe it. All right. So a girlfriend of mine has been going through a divorce for, I want to say, the better part of 2 years. And she got a call from her lawyer on Thursday that her divorce is final. Papers have been signed. Judge has signed the papers. They are divorced. So I said to her, "Are you going to celebrate?" She was like, "I don't know. I feel weird." And I was like, "What do you mean? You've been wanting this divorce to be over for so long." And she said, "I don't know why I feel weird, but I feel weird." And then she was like, "No, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to celebrate. I'm fine." I was like, "Okay." So she calls me back about an hour later and she's crying. And she's like, "I don't feel like celebrating. I don't know what's wrong with me. I wanted this so bad and it's finally over. Why am I crying?" And I said, "Well, there are two types of divorces that people go through when they get divorced. There's the legal divorce, right? That just deals with assets, children, papers, money, things that have zero emotional connection to the person. And then there's the emotional divorce. There's the part of you that then has to really accept that what you believed would be forever is over. Even though your mind knows it, even though you're working towards it, even though there are nights you pray he will sign the papers and the judge will sign it and it can just be over. I would imagine that there is still a part of you that hears that it is indeed over. And you've put so much energy into trying to get the legal divorce over that you didn't have the time to process the emotional divorce. So she's crying and she's like, "I just don't understand where it all went wrong. How did we get so far from who we were when we got married? We always said we would never let it happen to us. This would never be us." And I said, "Listen, what you're feeling right now is completely normal. Nobody goes into getting married going, this is definitely going to end in divorce. We all go into it with the best intentions. We want to believe that it can last forever. And the legalities of it take us out of the emotion, right? Because, not everybody knows this, but marriage is like a man-made thing. It started with dowries and then it became like a government thing. And then you had to pay to get married. It became a business. So when you get divorced, there's a business part of it. You got to pay lawyers, you got to go to mediation, or you got to go to court, whatever it is. And all of a sudden you need a government to tell you that it's okay to no longer be in your marriage, which to me is bizarre, because why would a judge who knows nothing about me have any input on whether I should have to or not stay in a marriage I don't want to be in? But that's a coffee talk for another time. Anyway, for everybody that I know who's been through a divorce, the beginning stages of it are you filing? Who's filing? The papers, have they been served? The lawyers, the this, the that. And it becomes this legal machine that is moving like a locomotive, and there's so little time to really process the emotional divorce. And then it's over, and people think that once the papers are signed, and I was as guilty of it, that it should be some big celebration. And I think for some people, sometimes it is, but for some people, that is where the real healing has to start. That is where the real processing has to start. Okay, the business portion of our marriage is over, and now I have to somehow mourn the emotional part. The years that we fell in love, the way he proposed, the night of our wedding, the babies that we made, the home that we built, the life and friends that we had, my in-laws. I've now got to mourn all of this when everyone else is like, it's done, move on. You dating yet? What's going on? Like, you so happy, you're getting a new house, he's moving out, you're doing this. And all of a sudden you're like, you need time to like process the second phase of it, which is the real hard part. The emotional divorce, I would imagine, I've never been divorced, but I would imagine can be excruciating. Like the legal divorce is so far out of our control. It's the emotional divorce that I would imagine takes time. So we talked about it, and she was like, everything you're saying makes sense. And she was like, I wanted to be divorced, and it's over now, but I still feel like I have a lot of work to do. And I was like, good on you for knowing that. That's amazing. It's okay to cry yourself to sleep. It's okay to exhale about what went on for the last 2 years and how hard that was. So I only share this with you because for those of you going through a divorce, who have, first of all, for those of you going through it, understand that there are 2 phases to this process, the legal divorce and the emotional divorce. And I don't know necessarily which one is harder for different people, but I do know that you get one phase over and another phase is coming. For those of you who have been through it, perhaps you can comment and leave some advice for what your experience was like, or what you think they should know, or how you felt and what helped you, because divorce is heartbreaking even when you want it, because it still means that something you believed in wholeheartedly didn't work, and that in and of itself is heartbreaking. Okay, everybody be so safe this weekend, safe and happy, and for those of you in America, really feel thankful for independence. It is a beautiful thing. I love you all so much today. Have a great day.